Sorry guys, it has been a long time, but I am back. And recently, I just got home from work. It's been a rough fucking day. And yeah, sorry it's been a long time since I've made a video. But, it's work, I'm busy with life. Unlike some other people on the internet, I actually have a life. But anyways, moving on to the topic today. So when I got home, I want to give credit to Video Game Lover 58, because I always give credit. He made a pretty good video on this whole Jim Ryan thing that's basically going on. And he does it pretty good in his video, but if you don't know what's been going on, it's just basically Jim Ryan's being butthurt that Call of Duty's exclusive to Xbox. Okay, first of all, like VGL said in his video, why are you upset? This was known like 2 years ago, if I remember correctly. Like, this whole Microsoft Activision purchase has happened like 2 years ago. Honestly, probably, more over a year. It was like late 2020, early 2021. It's like, this has been news to everyone for a while, This isn't new, What would be the opposite of news? Because the reason it's called news is because it's new. Whatever. I'm not trying to think about that. But, first of all, again, why now are you complaining? Second, you're complaining that Microsoft are the bad guys because they're making their games exclusive so they can actually have a successful business, which I've given Microsoft some criticism for it over the past few years of exclusives of them only having Halo, Gears, and Forza, but I'll give them that they are actually trying to improve on that. I will give them that. So good job, Phil Spencer. But, okay. Weren't you the last generation? Weren't you the company bragging about how many exclusives you'd had? Bragging about Spider-Man, bragging about the new God of War, bragging about Horizon Zero Dawn, bragging about, Nier, Automata, and Persona 5 and all those games? Weren't you the same company doing that? Well, granted, now Persona 5 is no longer exclusive, it is what it is. But weren't you the same company doing that last generation? Second, what is this? What are these companies? And now I know Jim Ryan was not president at this time, but he's president. He should be aware of the company's history, Like, who are these guys? Look like some iconic PS2 icons made by, companies are of studios you bought out in, like, the 5th, 6th gen. Believe Insomniac, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch. They still make games to this day, even, Like, aren't these companies you bought? These are companies you own? That not always used to be, well, not you, Jim Ryan, but that Sony bought, that Sony owns. I do correct myself on that, but, So aren't you kind of a hypocrite? And third, don't complain about what Xbox has. Be a man. Make your own exclusives, Heck, Sony back in the day was like, oh, well, Xbox has Halo? Well, forget about them. We got Killzone. And while I actually enjoy Killzone, it is not on the level of Halo. Heck, even though I didn't care for the game much, PlayStation All-Stars, they were like, oh, Nintendo has their own Smash. We can make our own Smash. That was legit a Chad mindset Sony had back in the day. But now with Jim Ryan in office, now it's just, no! Microsoft owns Activision, and I wouldn't be surprised if they start complaining about Bethesda next, They own... Make your own Call of Duty. Heck, you got EA. well, they don't own EA, but EA's still around. As far as I know, EA is still making Battlefield games, not as often as they used to, but they still make them, you know? If you're really that upset about it, just pay EA to make some kind of deal to make Battlefield exclusive, you know? Something like that, you know? This isn't, like, look at what the competition is doing better than you, and instead of sitting and crying about it, be a man and actually step up to the plate, Jim Ryan, you know? Like Sega did back in the day, you know? Not just Sony, but Sega too. Like, again, VGL mentioned in his video. You know, if Sega didn't have Final Fantasy, they made Phantasy Star. If they didn't have Fire Emblem, they made Shining Force. You know, if they didn't have Final Fight, they made Streets of Rage. All those turned out to be really good franchises. I mean, you can make your own call. You could probably make a flippin' first-person shooter better than that, you know? Heck, you got Resistance, you know? Just make a new Resistance game. Though I feel bad for Insomniac, because honestly, Insomniac's been carrying the PS5, you know? They made the new Ratchet & Clank game. That was really good. I'll give them that. There are the new Marvel games coming out on the PS5, and again, I'll give them that. Those are really good. But Sony, what else do you have? You know? Same with Microsoft. You know, I praised Microsoft a little bit earlier in the video for improving, but still. It's been 2 years. All you got is Forza 5 and Halo Infinite, you know? And hopefully the Gears equivalent of Halo Infinite comes out and redeems the Gears series. And now they're removing local multiplayer in Halo Infinite, which is just dumb. Why? Why would you do that? Just, I mean, there's still an audience for that, and, you know, there's still people that get, like, I know the pandemic kind of, did, you know, lower people going out together, but people still do that. So, yeah, that was just dumb, Microsoft. Anyways, just that's the thing, is there's just not enough with either of these consoles to impress me. But if I have to pick one over the other, I'm kind of thinking the Series X, you know? If they do good with exclusive Bethesda and Activision games and we get the Gears equivalent, I might even buy a Series X, you know? Well, again, the Gears equivalent to Halo Infinite, but you know, it's unfortunate, you know, yeah, Nintendo's got their flaws, you know, they still worry about emulation when they shouldn't, and they did the DRM thing, which was done, and they still do anti-consumer stuff, but, honestly, the Switch is, like, I hardly hear anyone talk about the PS5 or the Series X, honestly, but a lot of people I know which people still talk about even the Xbox One over, and even the 360 and the PS3 and the PS4. People still talk about, and I thought the 8th gen was bad, but at least people are still talking about the PS4 and the Xbox One, and people are still talking about the PS3 and Xbox 360, you know? But like, 5 years in, the Switch is still very relevant. 2 years in, you guys can't get your consoles relevant, you know? Nintendo's kicking it out with exclusives like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and Metroid Dread and Fire Emblem Three Houses, you know, etc., you know, but you two need to but Sony especially, like, fire Jim Ryan, because he's made a clown of himself time and time again. But yeah, this is another video from Perfect Welch. Again, sorry I don't do videos as often, but hopefully this can be a good start back. I'll try to do videos more often. Again, it's just, I have work. I've had plans for videos, like, I was going to make a video on that whole GTA 6 thing, where people were butthurt about the main character being a female, or whatever, but, like, I don't even care about GTA that much to begin with, and you guys already know what my opinion on that topic would be, you know? But there's been a few others that I've kind of missed out. But we'll see what goes on, and I'll try to make more videos than just reporting on news and stuff. So, Perfect Welch signing out. I probably made this video longer than it needed to be. Peace out. Well, Welch rebooted now, but just call me Welch.